I told y'all, as we get closer and closer and closer and closer to our new election, you're going to get a bunch of takes from a bunch of people, and some of them might sound logical, some of them will sound completely bombastic. And call me crazy, but if it's Biden in a coma, I'm voting for him. This is keeping Hitler out of the White House. I think that's a bombastic take to have, especially when the guy you're claiming to vote for is literally walking around staring into the ether. Like, I don't get it. There are a couple videos of this dude with a bunch of people around him just staring, just looking. And all I could think is he's completely gone. I'm not thinking anything else. I'm not thinking, oh, what are his policies? Oh, what is he wanting to do to ensure that America is this nice, tight ship stronghold that every country should fear? I'm looking at him and thinking he's gone. You know what they say? As you get older, the first thing to go is your mind. And I'm sorry, if you are a strong Biden supporter, that man is gone. Like, officially gone. But you know what? Maybe being in a coma will be the thing that we need to inspire everyone to go vote. So, Joy, let me hear you.
Y'all just tell me who the nominee is going to be. Let me know when you guys are finished fighting amongst yourselves who I got to vote for in November to keep Hitler out the White House. That's all I want to know.
Citation, please, because last time I checked, Hitler was dead.
Who I got to vote for.
Oh, wait, she's talking about Trump.
To keep Hitler out the White House. Y'all do your thing. Play in traffic all you want in front of these Republicans, acting a fool in front of these people instead of privately declaring your stuff. But don't text me no more, because I'm not taking no more of these texts. Just let me know when you guys are finished figuring it out, Democrats, because I know y'all the freak out people. Go ahead and freak out.
Okay, so far I'm agreeing with this because after that presidential debate, it was clear as day that a bunch of people were scrambling to try to make anything stick about our good buddy Biden and how possibly his colossal fuck up was somehow an indicator of, oh, that was just one bad night. No, he was gone.
Have your conversation and then let me know who I got to vote for to keep Hitler out the White House. That's it. I'm done. Oh, and by the way,
I thought you said you were done. Why is this video 3 minutes?
If it's Biden in a coma, I'm going to vote for Biden in a coma. I don't even really particularly like the guy. A lot of his policies, don't like him. He's not Donald Trump, right? Yeah. Hitler, White House. We keeping him out.
You know, this would be a great time to discuss how in some scenarios, there's a third option. And I wish that I learned this in school. And I wish now that you got all these people who apparently don't like the reincarnation of Hitler being an option as the president, wouldn't it be a great time to inform people of the third option instead of literally every election cycle, people letting their small audience on TikTok know, hey, everybody, you know that we got other options and they don't know about it and they still don't go and vote? Like, Jesus. Are we not going to sit here and have this conversation steadfast? Because if you're looking at Biden and you're saying, all right, I don't like Trump, but I also don't like Biden, but Trump is apparently the lesser of your two evils, why are you still voting? It seems like you're still voting for evil. You just don't want an evil in your opinion. When you have a third option that a lot of people don't know about, because instead of letting them know, instead of informing them about it, you're just like, yeah, we got to keep Trump out. We all got to make sure Biden goes in. We all got to make sure that we don't get that resurrection of Hitler in, because that's going to be the problem. There's an easier way to do this. Y'all just make it difficult.
Project 2025 out. That's all I care about. Up and down the ballot, from the rooter to the tutor, school board, all the way up to White House and everything in between. Governors, members of Congress. I'm just going to vote all the way down to keep these people out. The Project 2025 thing is the whole Republican Party. At this point, it's not about Biden. It is not about him. It's above me now. There's a Best Western next door. It is about keeping Donald Trump and his Project 2025 friends out of power. That's it for me, y'all. Y'all let me know what you think.
This is not it. Stop saying this is it. You're a minute in, you liar.
And another thing. I've always got another thing. You guys do know that in 2020, y'all Democrats had choices of young people. You had a young LGBTQ guy, Mayor Pete. You had a Latino. You had Kamala Harris, you had Liz Warren, you had all these choices that were all younger than Biden, fresher,
You know, that's crazy because I know you want to blame it on everybody else not paying attention. Weren't you somebody championing Biden as the only option? So how now, after you've seen this colossal fuck up, do you want to pretend like, oh, it's the Democrats' fault because they didn't want to bring forth anybody who was younger and more hip and more into the situations at all? Why are you now doing it? Is it because potentially you've noticed what everybody else noticed months ago? That Biden is old. I'm not even talking about the random clips of him sitting around trying to walk upstairs and falling. I'm talking about where this dude is on camera staring into nothing and then talking and then I didn't watch that presidential debate. I saw a clip of this dude answering a question about abortion and somehow illegal immigrants became the topic. And it wasn't the interviewer changing the topic. It was him. It was Biden. He started talking about abortion and somehow illegal immigrants. Well, I've done so much. The man is gone. And that was clear as day months ago. And listen, I'm not sitting here trying to glaze Trump. I'm sitting here telling you it was clear as day, but nobody wanted to say anything until it became obvious on national TV. What, the Twitter videos wasn't enough for anybody? We had to watch this on national TV to see this dude sit there and become an embarrassment to everything that everybody holds dear. It's impossible.
And newer than Biden. And you know who y'all picked to be the president and the nominee? Joe Biden. He beat all the young people. So, yes, we have a gerontocracy problem on the Democratic side. Way too many of these oldie goldies that don't seem to want to sit down and retire.
How old are you?
But when given the choice between the young and fresh and Joe Biden, y'all picked Joe Biden. That was what you picked. So he's in there because Democrats actually picked him in the first place. So just keep that in mind, that you've been given options in the past, and this is what you picked. And nobody stepped up to choose to run against him in the primary. So once again, Democrats went out and voted and picked. If you try to undo that choice, like 57 million some odd Democrats voted in these primaries, so what are you going to do? You're going to just tell them, F off, we're going to pick somebody different that's not him, or Kamala Harris, who was on that ticket too, on those ballots? That's not democracy. This choice has been made. And so again, unless he decides to walk away, this is your choice. It's like when you go to a wedding. You got chicken or fish. You can eat chicken or fish or just be hungry.
Well, first of all, if I go to a wedding and all you got is chicken and fish, I'm flipping the table over.
Or like when I was growing up, in my house, it's what mom made for dinner or go to bed. Those are your choices. You don't always get choices that you love. You get what mom made for dinner or take your ass to bed. And in this case, it's either what mom made for dinner or Hitler. I'm voting for whoever ain't Hitler, and it ain't him. And I'm going all the way down that ballot, rooted to the tutor, school board, up to the White House.
Well, listen, Miss Rooter to the Tutor, you could vote for that third option that's there, that's still publicly there, but because that's not as popular as people want it to be, even though every single election cycle, everybody waits to the 11th hour to bring up that third option, you got two choices. It's either Trump or it's Biden. And whatever y'all choose to do is what y'all choose to do. I don't care. I won't shame you. All I'ma say is I'ma still end up paying taxes regardless. And until I get a president that's gonna get rid of that, none of them got my goddamn vote.